Happy Thursday. We will do a 60-minute yoga class. I'm so stoked to be here with all of you. We'll start with 3 rounds of sun salutes to warm up the body, and then we will hop into 26 into yoga. For the sun salutes, come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together. I'm going to stand back a bit and show you in periphery. Keep in mind that throughout class, if something does not work for you, you can modify, you can do something different, or you can skip it entirely. Yoga at times is challenging, but we're always honoring our body, never going to a point of pain. All right, bring your hands together at heart center, and we'll begin with 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, a sun salute. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you were saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor in front of you. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor shoulder width distance, and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and imagine you're pulling yourself down to the floor. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, then try to press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees and take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you stretch your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift, shoulders away from ears back flat. Exhale, bend your knees, fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, lift up, look up overhead. Exhale, hands down at heart center. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, stomach in, fold. Inhale, look forward, lengthen, halfway lift, weight in the toes. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop. Let's hold our plank for a moment. If that lowering down motion does not work for you, skip it. Go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your child's pose or down dog. Otherwise, take a vinyasa, lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into your back bend. If you're doing up dog, make sure thighs are off the floor, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, lift your hips up for down dog or sink your hips down for child's pose. If you are doing down dog, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index finger and thumb. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, biceps with ears, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Last one. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, arms with ears, fold. Inhale, look forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop. Keep exhaling as if you're pulling yourself down. Inhale your back bend. Exhale, last down dog or child's pose. If you're doing down dog, try to get your heels to the floor. You can always take a wider step, or if you have tight hamstrings, bend your knees just a little bit so you're taking pressure off of your hammies. Press your heels down, tailbone to ceiling, maybe top of the head a little closer to the floor. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Wonderful. Come to the middle of your mat space for pranayama deep breathing, 2 sets. Feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale, elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Look back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Thighs tight, glutes tight, stomach in. Exhale, head up. Weight stays in your heels, hips a little forward, abdomen tight. Stretch your arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. In the first set, make your spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller, suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in, keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down, you can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth like you're fogging up when you're on the ceiling. Look back, arms forward, elbows touch. Good, inhale, keep the elbows lifted, sweep them out to the side, up to the ceiling, chin down, look straight ahead. Exhale, head up, use your knuckles to push your head back, squeeze your palms together, wrists straight, wrists together, forearms, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in. On your next breath, push the air out. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. We'll continue. Ardha Chandrasana with Sadasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together, inhale, arms overhead, sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Nice tight grip, stretch up, and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller. Good. When you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Half moon pose. Bring the weight into your heels, hips a little forward, palms together, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line. Slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day. There's no rush, nowhere you have to be, nothing you have to prove to yourself or anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. Let your breath be your guide. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up and stop in the middle. Shoulders down, chest up, stretch up, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. At first, it is really hard to keep the arms in the ears. It took me a couple of years just to be able to keep my arms up without taking breaks in between sides. That is okay. Eventually, you'll keep your palms together, biceps with ears, and the weight in the heels. Push your hips a little forward, upper body back. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. Push your right hip a little forward, 2 hips in line. Left shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in line. Come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. This is the only posture I can't show and tell at the same time. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open. Relax your head back as far as it goes. Maybe give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. Full spine back bending from coccyx to the neck. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Bend your total spine back bending. Keep the weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward. And then bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Good, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, stomach in, go down with a flat back. Biceps with ears, hands to floor. Let your head hang heavy. Go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Sadasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull down your heels. Roll your weight into your toes.
and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Pull on your heels, roll your weight forward, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come up, stomach in, arms with ears. Try to come up with a straight spine, flat back. Very nice, arms down. And you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together, arms overhead, palms together. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the right as you press your hips to the left. And it's worth noting that I'm not mirroring you, so it might look like I'm bending to the left, when in fact, I'm bending to the right. I try to keep this in mind in my day-to-day life. Sometimes when somebody I know has a misunderstanding, I'm like, maybe it's just because we're not mirroring each other, right? Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little forward, upper body back, biceps to ears. Push your left hip forward, 2 hips in line, right shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in line, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the left as you press your hips to the right. So in every posture, you'll hear like an invitation at the end to go deeper, like push, 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 or kick, kick, kick. If you are new, if you're dealing with an illness or an injury, if you're just a little cranky today, you don't have to go deeper. You can stay light and lifted. Think of this as one big breathing exercise. On days when you feel good, that's when you go a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open, drop your head back, squeeze your tush, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Super active arms. Notice if the wrists start to bend a little bit, squeeze your palms together up to the wrists, push your hands back, push your hips forward, arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, lengthen. Exhale, go down, arms with ears. Hands to floor, relax your head. Go for another rock, move your hips, shake your head. Notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set, it's still a little tight and tender. There's no right or wrong answer to that question. Second set, bend your knees. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath, step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body. Press your big toes down, press your knuckles down, lift your hips up, pull, stretch, try to lock your knees. Change, come on up, knees can bend as you lift up, lifting from the lower ribs, good, arms down, and you stand a little taller. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right, 6 inches, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel like 11s, arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, all 5 fingertips together, words are hard. Stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair, feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels, sit down halfway only, hips into a chair, suck your stomach in, lean your upper body back, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide. Come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up first, engage your abdominal wall, bend your knees, sit down. Notice if your knees want to come in or out, keep 6 inches between toes, heels, knees and hands, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below chair level. Change. Inhale to come up, the last part, still breathing, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little bit off the floor, and slowly sit down. Keep your toes pointing forward, insides of your feet parallel. You can stop whenever you want or keep sitting down and then stop when there's a ½ inch gap between your hips and your heels. So you're never resting. Squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, re-engage your fingertips and change. Come up with your knees together. Push the floor away from you. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Second set, step your right foot to the right, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down. You can stick your butt out and fold forward, thighs parallel to the floor, abdomen in, start to lean back, keep the weight in your heels, lift your chin up, chest up. Good, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips a little forward like you want to tuck your tailbone under, and now lift your heels. So we're playing around with balance. Stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. Try to tuck your tailbone under, hips a little forward, lower abdomen tight, heels up, knees up, spine straight, sit down, change. Inhale to come up. Last part, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come just a little bit off the floor, and slowly sit down. Imagine you're sliding your back down a wet marble wall. So back is flat. Good. Stop when there's still a gap between your hips and your heels. Lift your chest, soften your shoulders, re-engage your triceps, change. Slowly come up, knees together. Good. Heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Gaurasana, we'll do the right side first. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, swing right arm under left arm. Right elbow under left elbow, cross first at the elbows. Again, if you can at the wrists, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. You can interlace fingers, grab a thumb, and also give yourself a big bear hug. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, and sit down. Just like chair pose, sit down into a chair, stay down there, and bring your right leg over your left leg. Right leg over left leg, cross twist, and eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes. Shift the weight back into your heel, sit down a little bit lower, lean your upper body back to the end. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head. Let's do the left side. Bring left arm, zoom, under right arm, left under right, palms together, thumbs towards your face, pinkies away from your face. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down. Try to keep your hips low and bring your left leg, zoom, over your right leg. Zoom is a technical term for anyone wondering. This side might feel a little or a lot different than the other side. It does for me. That's okay. Just focus on alignment. Knees a little to the left, upper body to the right. You want elbows over knees, weight back in your heel, sit down and lean back. Good. Change. Feet together, arms over your head. Second set. Bring your right arm, zoom, under your left arm. Try to get your fingertips in line and your wrists straight. That is like a lifetime of work. Pull elbows down. One day fingers go below the nose. Bend your knees, sit back and down. Keep your hips in a chair and bring right leg over left leg. So in a lot of styles of yoga with eagle pose, you lift the arms up. But in this style, you pull the elbows down. You want the fingertips below the nose. We're purposely decompressing the shoulder blade scapula so that standing head to knee pose in a minute is a little bit easier. Press your left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward, pull elbows down, sit down, and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Last one, left arm, zoom, under right arm, pull elbows down, sit back and down, and stay down there, and bring left leg over right leg. So you can stick your butt out and fold forward, right? Eventually, you're gonna get your thighs parallel to the floor, and then start to lean your upper body back. Notice if your hands are way away from your face, thumbs close to the nose, one day fingers below the nose, sit back and down and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, arms down, party time. You can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, friends. Great to be here with all of you. Julie. Let us continue. So the whole purpose of pulling the elbows down in eagle pose is so that we can keep that rounded spine, shoulder depression in standing head to knee. Shoulder depression sounds sad, but you know what I mean? Depression of the scapula, not like a sad shoulder, just like shoulders that can push down. Okay, standing head to knee, Dandasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up. Flex your toes back, option to stay here or round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid. Concrete, one piece. Lamp post, unbroken, you have no knee. If you've been coming for a while, you got a grip on your foot, you know your standing leg is locked. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower, standing leg locked. Take a breath. Kick your heel forward, flex your toes back towards your face from the ankle. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If both legs lock, start to bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day, elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change. Slowly reverse out. Shift your weight to your right leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Point your toes, flex your toes. Keep your toes flexed back. Option to stay here or start to round down. First, maybe 1 inch, 2 inch, bluefish, redfish, Eventually pick up your foot, all 10 fingers interlocked. Lift your right kneecap. You want to use your muscle strength to keep the joints in your standing legs stable. When you're ready, lift your left leg up. So we're using our strength rather than our flexibility to keep the joints in line. Kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. Same thing on the kicking leg. You want to squeeze the quadricep muscle on the left leg. If both legs lock your arms, puff up your chest, and then bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day, elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change. Slowly reverse out. You put your hands on your back, do a little back bend, or a knee bend. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your left foot. Lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, draw your belly in, round down, and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Inhale, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Maybe put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 5, 3, and 1. Take your time as you reverse out, step by step. Good. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, engage your abdominal wall, round down, pick up your foot like you're about to help your best friend over a fence, even your thumbs crossed under your foot. Here we go, lift your left leg up. If you'd told me a year ago that I could touch my head to my knee without heat, I would have told you that's impossible. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. The body is really adaptable. When you're ready, tuck your chin to your chest and put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly reverse out, no rush. Okay, standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana, Dhanurasana, feet together. Bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up, right hip forward, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes. Take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Take your time. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up. In other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulders, shoulder blade, scapula, stretching away from the body. Kicking, stretching, equal, simultaneous. 50-50, the harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up. Bring your left hand up, out to the left. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Right arm up, left hip forward, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your left leg back and up. So slide the right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Keep your chin and chest lifted as you bring the body down to parallel. Foot coming directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line, kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. Make sure your head is on straight. Notice if you're like tilting your head to the right, maybe drop your left ear down. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot, thumb with index finger. Left arm up, right hip forward and down. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. On this side, notice if your head is tilting to the left, drop your right ear down, keep your head on straight, right hip down, so hard, keep your hips in line, left shoulder forward, right big toe to the ceiling, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Last one, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot, right arm up, left hip down. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. Keep breathing, keep stretching, keep kicking. Feel the back bend. So feel what it feels like here to arch your spine. Keep your chin and chest lifted, lift your right kneecap, point your left toes, engage your right tricep, right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Come to the back of your mat, Tula Dandasana, balancing stick, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, and lean back. Step your right foot forward, a big step. Shift your weight to your right foot, stretch up, point your left toes, and tilt like a slow moving seesaw. Take your time. One day, arms, body, head, and legs, everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, you look like a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back, lean back. Step your left foot forward. Shift your weight to your left foot, stretch up, palms together, and tilt. Go down slowly with control. Bring your chest down, chin forward, heel up. Drop your right hip down, spiral your inner right thigh up, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, nice tight grip, lean back, step your right foot forward. Imagine there's a board strapped to a back, strap to your back, stretch up, and then tilt. Slowly come down. Sometimes the setup for a posture is enough. You can stay light and lifted, maybe going 1 or 2 inches into the posture. Eventually everything parallel, but it's always form before depth. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back. Last one, here we go. Step your left foot forward, stretch up, point your right toes, and tilt. So you want to think about stretching your spine, and you're going to do that using your own muscles. So charge your body forward and stretch your big toe back. You want to create space between every vertebrae. Chest down, leg up, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that. You're welcome to come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat. I will continue to face you, standing, separate leg stretching, Dandayamana, Vikaptapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step, 4 feet minimum, arms down, parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, swan dive forward. Good. Grab your heels from behind. You can also grab the outsides of your feet, your pinky toes. If your hamstrings or knees are tight, you can start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Wherever you are, bring the weight from your heels into the balls of your feet. So you want to lift your hips up and roll forward, find your edge, pull, stretch. First the leg stretching, then the hip stretching, lower spine, whole body stretching, 360-degree angle stretching, coccyx to toes, coccyx to forehead. Take a bigger step if you need to. Touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. Good. Change. Slowly come up. Take your time. There's no rush. We're going to flow to triangle trikonasana. Press your hips forward. Lean your upper body back. Turn your right foot out. And most folks want to take a bigger step. You want your ankles under your wrists, kind of like a marionette. Okay. Bend your right leg and lunge. Sit as low as you can. Lean back and move your arms at the same time. Now, eventually your thigh will be parallel to the floor. If that's not happening today, maybe have your wrist or forearm in front of the knee. So you get a nice long diagonal line. You want to feel a connection from your ankle all the way to the crown of your head. As you're ready though, you're going to sit down and then it's the elbow in front of the knee. Everybody look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, breathe. Push your left hip forward and down, push your right knee back with the help of your elbow, lift your right side body off of your right thigh, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, make sure your heels are in line. Inhale, bend your left leg lunge. Taking a bigger step or maybe rotating your right hip forward will help you sit down. Lean back, keep your spine straight, and move your arms. Elbow in front of the knee, right arm up to the ceiling. Look up towards the ceiling, look for your right thumb. Bring your right ear back, left ear forward, right shoulder up, left rib cage forward. Push your right hip forward and down. Push your left knee back with the help of your elbow. Turn, twist upper body back, lock your right leg. Keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, turn your left toes in, bring your arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, standing separate leg, head to knee. Pivot on your heels to one side of your mat. Turn your back toes in, press your left hip forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Chin to chest, abdomen in. Bend your front leg if you need to. Touch your knee and head together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. So eventually we're going to round our spine so much that the forehead and knee touch, but if this hurts your back, ease up a little bit. You can flatten out your back slowly over time. You're going to press your hips forward, round your spine, chin to chest, one day forehead and knee touch. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl. Left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. Make sure you still have 3 to 4 feet between your feet. So big step, turn your back toes in, press your right hip forward, right rib cage forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. So sometimes when we notice we can't do something in class, like let's say touch a forehead to a knee, it could be a sign of, like a real imbalance in the body, a tightness, a weakness, whatever it is. Could be years of work, but sometimes you just need to take a bigger step. So always make sure you try the simple solutions first before you go into a spiral of like, I can't do this. Try taking a bigger step. You can bend your front leg. You can press your right hip forward a little bit more. Chin to chest more, one day forehead and knee touch. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change. Slowly uncurl, right hip forward, full stop at the top. Good, pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, arms down. Second set stretching, I'll show you from the side, arms overhead. Step your right foot to the right, big step. Lift your kneecaps, lift your chest, and go down like you're closing a hard back hook. So legs locked, back flat, grab your heels, bend elbows, elbows to calves, shoulders away from the ears, up to the ceiling, belly button to spine, stomach in. Everybody roll forward, find your edge, pull, stretch, touch your head to the floor, pull, stretch, touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, flat back, hips forward. Good, second set, triangle, press hips forward, lean back, turn your right foot out, take a bigger step, maybe left toes in a little bit, bend your right leg, lunge. Notice if your knee is going to the left of your ankle, you want your knee directly tracking with your ankle. That's hip tightness. Squeeze your right glute, sit as low as you can, lean back, and move your arms. So again, we want to use the muscle strength to keep the joints in place. So you're lifting your left kneecap up the whole time, triceps tight the whole time. Look up towards the ceiling, abdomen in, lift your chest, stretch your arms apart. If you feel like your feet are sliding apart, try to squeeze your heels back together. Feet stay in place, but that's the inner thigh strength we want to engage. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Bend your left leg, lunge. Notice if your knee is going to one side of your ankle, you want your knee directly over your ankle. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms. Also notice if your right toes are turning out or your knee or ankle is wobbling in, and you want to lift the right kneecap and try to squeeze heels together. Look up, stretch up. Right arm stretches up, left arm stretches down, equal opposing forces. Turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture at the end of class. Lock your right leg, keep your right foot, even the pinky toe flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room, turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Biceps with ears. Think of your arms as an extension of your spine, like you're making a rainbow shape with your body. Bend your front leg, touch your knee and head together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch your fingertips beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your right front leg, right hip up, left hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, walk both legs, hands together first. Change, come up, hands together, biceps with ears, chin to chest, head up last. Good, pivot on your heels. I'm gonna face you. Make sure your heels are in line, but not crisscross. Press your right hip forward, left hip back, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your left foot all the way down. Balance challenge, keep hands together, just beyond the big and second toe. If you need to separate them, go for it. Otherwise, hands together. Maybe just thumbs crossed, maybe palms together. Left hip up, right hip forward, abdomen in. Push forehead into knee, lift your kneecaps, lock both legs, hands together, change. Slowly uncurl as if you're dragging your forehead up your thigh or chest. Head up last. Good, pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat, tree and toe. This is the hip opening series, Sadasana. Lock your left leg, lift your right leg up. Hold on to your foot from underneath your foot with your left hand. Touch your heel to your costume, sole of foot flat to ceiling. Slowly, gently let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. Never force your knees or your hips. Right hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance, left hand. Option to stay here or flow to toe stand. Hold forward, keep your left leg straight. Hands to floor first. You're gonna lean forward, put the weight in your arms. Once the weight is in your arms, lift your heel. Keep leaning forward, bend your knee, sit down. So the weight is in the arms, not the knee, as you sit. From here, walk your hands back to either sides of your hips, point your right toes, right hip forward, right knee down. Left hand, right hand, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. Lift your hips up to straighten the standing leg. And then press your hips forward to reverse out. You can always come up on 2 feet. Good, nice. Change, right leg down. Lift your right kneecap and then lift your left leg up. Heel to costume, let your left knee drop. We're training the hips and knees to sit in lotus pose one day. Left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand. Option to stay here or pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Don't move your eyes, hold forward. Sadasana, toe stand, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knees, sit down. I had a student who thought this was toed stand like a frog, but it is toe stand because you are standing on your toe. Bring your left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Good, when you're ready, hands to floor, lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg. You can come up on 2 feet or push your hips forward to reverse out. Good, change. Left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump. Turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat, and we adjust our camera angle just a little bit. We're on the floor for the rest of class. Yay. Okay, bring your heels together. Let your toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed. Breathing normal. Take a slow inhale through your nose and a slow exhale through your nose. So from that very first breathing exercise, right, we're not just expanding our lung capacity. For sure that happens over time. We're also learning how to control our breath, right? So you've probably learned if you try to breathe for 6 seconds, well, sure, part of that's your lung capacity, but part of that is learning how to breathe slowly. And when we learn how to breathe slowly in yoga, then maybe we can learn how to breathe slowly outside of the room as well. And that's the real gift, especially, when the heart rate gets up, when we're in kind of a stressful situation, you can just return to a slow breath and everything becomes slightly more manageable. Uttanasana, when you're moving pose, breathing slowly. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight grip, pull your knee out and down and hold. Keep your head on the floor. Try to keep your 2 shoulders and hips on the floor so you're not really rolling to one side. Change. Right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down. If your right calf muscle does not naturally touch the floor, you can flex your right toes back towards your face. That's probably a sign of an anterior rotated pelvis. Change. Left leg down, ribs are hard, both legs up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself a big hug. So if you ever go to a physical therapist for a pelvis problem, they'll actually have you do when you're moving pose, right? If your leg comes off the floor, they're like, oh, your pelvis is anteriorly rotated. So I always think that's funny. Some of these movements are like part of physical therapy or like litmus tests for certain, like tightnesses or incongruencies in the body. Change. Arms down and eyes open. Take a breath. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers. Maybe switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Grab your right shin just below the knee, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Look down the center line of your body and hold still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, 2 shoulders, 2 hips, flat on the floor. Change, right leg down, left leg up. So we're practicing with one leg, trying to keep the back flat so that with 2 legs, maybe the hips stay down, right? Left foot a little to the left, right shoulder a little to the right, breathe. Change, left leg down, both legs up. So let's try that again. Keeping the hips, the shoulders, the neck, the whole spine on the floor. For today, just keep the heels in line, side by side, not crisscross. Give yourself a big hug, squeeze, hold, breathe. Change, arms down and eyes open. It's amazing. Like, obviously I believe in yoga, otherwise I wouldn't teach it. But even sometimes I'm still like, wow, this stuff like really works. It's pretty cool. Next we do a straight, even I'm surprised sometimes. Next we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, you can roll off to the side and meet us on your stomach. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor, use 100% spine strength. Come up halfway only, keep your elbows bent at an L 90-degree angle. Roll your shoulders back and down. Elbows to hips, big toes to the back of your mat, feet together, lift your kneecaps, squeeze your butt, push your feet, hips, and hands down. Look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change, slowly lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, eyes open. Second set, bring your chin forward, put your hands flat on the floor, just below the shoulders, feet together, lock your legs, look up, and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor, keep your hands flat, arms in, shoulders back and down. Like, think about rolling your shoulders back and down. Squeeze the shoulders together, open through the heart space. Keep the knees, feet together, lift the kneecaps, press your feet, hips, and hands down, lift your chest, feel your spine muscles strengthen. Change, lower down, look to the left, right ear on your mat, take a breath. Locust, Savasana, bring your chin forward, arm straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor, bring your arms underneath you, one day pinky fingers touch, lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90, see the foot come directly over the top of your head, shoulders down, triceps tight, lock your right leg, change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. So shoulders down, fingers wide apart, root down through your knuckles, the palms of your hands, not your wrists. Change, left leg down. Grand finale, tuck your chin and mouth down, bring your arms a little closer underneath you, spread your fingers wide, mouth down, feet together, squeeze your butts, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up, come up. Everybody come up, you can do it, struggle a little harder, don't give up, mouth down, triceps tight, lock your legs, point your toes, lift your thighs up. Good, change, lower down, bring your arms out, look to the right, and take a breath. Your ribs, your entire body is 3-dimensional. So to get a good 3-dimensional breath. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms straight, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can. Spread your fingers wide, walk your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up for 10, 9, 8, eyes open, 7, 6, 5, jaw relax, 4, lock your leg, 3, 2, lift up, 1, change, right leg down, relax right leg, walk your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up for 10, chin forward, 9, 8, 7, triceps tight, 6, 5, squeeze your butt, 4, lift your leg, 3, hold, 2, 1, change, left leg down, grand finale, tuck your chin and mouth down, bring your arms closer, Spread your fingers wide. You want to use your hips and forearms for leverage. Lock your legs, point your toes, knees together, lift both legs up, come up. Everybody come up, you can do it. Roll forward, mouth down, shoulders down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, hold here for 10, 9, just kidding, change, slowly lower down, bring your arms out, look to the left, take a breath. Okay, Pranayama, full locust, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. So nice, like a 747 taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up towards the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Knees, feet together, lock your legs, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right. One day, whole left ear on your mat. One day, chin and shoulder touch. So we are working on neck mobility, even in the belly Savasana, right? Second set, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, hands to fingers together, arms apart, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. So notice if your palms are facing either the floor or the ceiling, you want your thumbs at a 45-degree angle. That's a nice gentle opening through the shoulders. You're not rotating all the way out or all the way in, right? Hands at a 45-degree angle, arms out to the side, feet together, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, and maybe chin to shoulder. If you can touch your chin to your shoulder here, that means you know that you can touch your chin and shoulder together in triangle and standing bow. Dhanurasana floor bow, bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside. All 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Good, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips and hold still. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up, kick, 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 kick. Good, change, lower down, look to your right, take a breath. Go again, chin forward, last one on the stomach, might as well do it, right? Bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, point your toes, look up, and kick. Notice what motivates you to practice postures, especially when you're like a little sleepy or a little cranky. Sometimes I just think, well, might as well, right? You're here now, you might as well do it. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, use your glutes, use your hamstrings, point your toes, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down, look to your left, take a breath. Let the posture go. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up. Come to the top of your mat for fixed firm Supta Vajrasana. I'll show you the first set from the side. Open your knees and feet, keep the insides of your feet parallel. Start to sink your hips down. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. One day hips sit down between the heels. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. Option to stay here or put your hands on your feet. Bend your right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other, and hold. Take a breath. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up, blast, very nice, turn around, Savasana. As you release out of the posture, you release the tourniquet effect, fresh blood flows through the toes, ankles, knees, thighs, and hips. You're always welcome to skip sit-ups by rolling off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Arms with ears. Wonderful. Come to the top of your mat. Second set, open your knees, open your feet. As you're ready, walk your hands back. One day, sink your hips down. Put your palms on your soles. Right elbow, left elbow, head back, head to floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor. Arms over your head. If all that's easy, walk your knees back together, but knees never come off the floor. You want a gentle stretch, never a point of pain. That's different for every person. That's different every day, every class. Change. Put your hands on your feet. Push yourself up. Head up last. Turn around. Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the back of your mat. I'm going to show you from the side. Half tortoise, Ardha Karmasana. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together. Cross your thumbs, lean back, stretch up, and slowly go down. This is really good practice for the arms in balancing stick. Biceps with ears, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Reach your arms forward. Keep your arms active. Sink your hips down. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good. Change. Knees, feet together. You can put your hands on the floor and push up or come up, arms with ears. Good. Arms down. Turn around. Savasana. Especially in the 60-minute version of class, it's a lot of like, turn around, sit up, turn around, sit up, right? So try to hop quickly into Savasanas, but remember that you can always skip sit-ups just by rolling off to the side. Otherwise, sit up, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the back of your mat, half tortoise, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head sideways, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and go down. Can you keep your hands together? Ooh, it's so hard, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Stretch your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Good, change. Come on up, biceps with ears. Nice, arms down, turn around, Shavasana. Take a breath, picture your whole body stretching, realigning to the nice flat floor. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Good, come to the top of your mat, camel Ustrasana, or deepest back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Go slow, keep your eyes open. Start to lift up, look up, lift your nose, lift your chin, lift your throat. One day head drops back. Lift your collarbones, lift your chest, go back halfway. Lift your belly button. Options stay here or right hand down, grab your right heel. Left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back, take a breath. Good. Change, put your hands on your back first. Push yourself up with the help of your hands without twisting your spine. Head up last, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. I think the safest way to come in and out of this is to just go back by bending rather than twisting. Some styles of yoga, this posture is a little different, like the toes are tucked under, or you grab the ankles, or you twist into it. The twisting into it for me is a little bit of a red flag. I think the best way is to go back and forward with your hands on your back, just bending the spine so that you're not like twisting or like jerking the body. Second set, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Second set, you can open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, still keep 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your back, maybe try bringing elbows together. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open. One day head goes back, one day go back halfway. Eventually or in the future, right hand down, left hand down, grab your heels. If you can't grab your heels, keep your hands on your back. Every once in a while, try to grab your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest all the way up, drop your head all the way back. Good, change. Put your hands on your back, press yourself up, very nice, turn around, Savasana, let everything lengthen and realign to this nice flat surface that we're lying on. The floor, the mat, they are part of your practice, part of your support. Good. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, biceps with ears. Good. Come to the middle of your mat, rabbit Sasangasana. We're going to flip it and reverse it with our deepest forward curl. Sit knees, feet together, make L's with your hands like little bunny ears. Grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels, stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and slowly go down. We want to go slowly into rounded spine postures. We want to go slowly out of them as well. Forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Heels together, hips forward, shoulders up. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl. Head up last, turn around, Savasana. It's been interesting for me this year without like a super hot room. And obviously I miss the heat, but I will say like this posture, this rabbit pose, which has always been the hardest posture for me, it's improving because, you know, my back is pretty flexible, back bending rather than forward curling. You might notice that, you know, your back also bends easier in one direction than the other. And so often when I was in the hot room, boy, I would like really focus on camel pose. I would go really deep into camel pose, but then it was so hard to go into rabbit after. And the fact that my camel is still pretty deep, but it's not like quite as intense as with loose muscles in a hot room, right? But that also means that I have more energy and more stability to do rabbit pose. And it's been like a nice silver lining to this year, I think, for my practice. And I wonder if you've had similar experiences where maybe actually something is like shifting a little bit this year. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Right, like we have a little bit more energy at the end of class. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. See if you can feel each part of your back moving, like every vertebrae is starting to wake up. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up, squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra. Sorry if that was hard to hear me. Head up last, turn around, Savasana. There's a certain joy of like a high, you know, like a high necked tank top or t-shirt in this class, right? And the chin to chest postures where you're like, my nose is awkwardly in my t-shirt right now. It's always a delightful sensation. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the middle of your mat and towel. We're going to do one set of head to knee with stretching and flow that into spine twist. Right leg out, left leg in, two legs make an L. As in legs, inhale your arms over your head, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. This is the third and final head to knee Shavasana posture. Make it easier by bending your right leg, touch your knee and head together. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot. Bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in. Left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Good, change. Arms up, left leg out, right leg in, stretch up. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. If it's easy for you to touch your forehead and knee together with a bent leg, press your heel forward, one day leg straight, one day leg lock, heel off the floor, elbows down, elbows to floor, right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Good, change. Arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down, let your spine realign, and stop. Good, Paschimottanasana stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back, right? Think about arching your spine, puffing up your chest. If your legs are straight, stick your butt out, lock your legs and pull forward, shoulders back, chest forward, pinky toes back. Pull, stretch, elbows to floor, stomach to thighs, chest to knees, one day, head and toes touch. Good, change. Come on up, stay seated for spine twist. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half lord of the fish. Bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to your left knee. Right arm close behind you, left arm up, bend over, grab your left knee with your left hand. You can also have your left leg straight out in front of you. Inhale, stretch up, abdomen in. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. Point your left toes, keep your left knee on the floor, right foot on the floor. Evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones. If you have the stability, take your right hand off the floor, reach behind you for a half bind. Try to catch your left thigh with right hand. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, pull your abdomen in, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on the floor. Remember, you can also keep your right leg straight. Left arm behind you, right arm up, bend over, grab a right knee with right hand, heel and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, left shoulder twist. You can keep your hand behind you or wrap behind you for a half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, pull your abdomen in, look over your left shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. Take a good breath. Here we go. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the middle of your mat. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs, lick your lips. Swallow a couple times. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders down, chest proud. Away we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five. Pat on the back. Turn around. Final Savasana. If you have time, make time. You can close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. Spread out as much as you'd like. And if you'd like, think about something that you'd like to take with you into the world today. Maybe a sense of calm or relaxation or joy. Just a word or a phrase. You can just sit here with that for a moment and breathe with it. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. And all is coming.